The Milky Way. The Milky Way is our home galaxy, a barred spiral stretching roughly 100,000 light-years across, containing between 200 and 400 billion stars, and at least as many planets, with a supermassive black hole called Sagittarius A anchoring its center. We sit about 26,000 light-years from that center, in a relatively quiet region of one of the spiral arms called the Orion Arm. Because we are inside it, we cannot photograph it directly. Every image you have seen of the Milky Way from above is either a composite, an artist's impression, or a photograph of another galaxy. In April 2026, new research mapped the true boundary of the Milky Way's star-forming region for the first time, revealing a sharp U-shaped edge where star formation drops off suddenly, showing that our galaxy has a far more defined and structured outer boundary than previously understood. The Milky Way is the second largest galaxy in the local group, the grand anchor of dozens of satellite galaxies, and the only galaxy whose interior we have ever directly explored. Andromeda. Andromeda is the largest and most massive galaxy in the local group, a grand spiral containing roughly 1 trillion stars, sitting about 2.5 million light-years away and visible to the naked eye on a clear dark night as a faint smudge in the constellation Andromeda. It is the most distant object any human can see without optical aid, and the light reaching your eyes when you look at it left its source before modern humans existed. In January 2025, the Hubble Space Telescope revealed new details about Andromeda's hidden formation history, tracing ancient stellar streams that show it consumed several smaller galaxies billions of years ago. Andromeda is approaching the Milky Way at roughly 110 kilometers per second, and in about 4.5 billion years, the two galaxies will collide and merge in an event astronomers have named Milkomeda, or Andromeda, a slow-motion collision lasting hundreds of millions of years that will transform both spiral galaxies into a single giant elliptical galaxy. No stars will physically collide. The distances between them are too vast, but the gravitational disruption will reshape both galaxies entirely and fling our solar system into a completely different region of the merged structure. Triangulum. Triangulum is the third largest galaxy in the local group and the smallest spiral galaxy known, a loosely wound, face-on spiral sitting about 2.7 million light-years away, containing roughly 50 billion stars. It is one of the most distant objects visible to the naked eye under ideal dark sky conditions, though most people never notice it because it spreads its faint light across a large area rather than concentrating it into a bright point. Triangulum is considered a satellite of Andromeda by some astronomers, and an independent member of the local group by others. Its relationship with Andromeda is still debated. It is notable for an extraordinarily high rate of star formation relative to its size, and contains one of the largest known stellar nurseries in the local group, a massive region of ionized hydrogen called NGC 604 that is nearly 40 times the size of the Orion Nebula and contains hundreds of young massive stars in the process of forming. The Large Magellanic Cloud. The Large Magellanic Cloud is the largest satellite galaxy of the Milky Way and one of the closest galaxies to us, sitting only about 160,000 light-years away and visible as a bright patch of sky from the southern hemisphere, so prominent that southern hemisphere navigators used it for centuries to orient themselves at night. It is an irregular galaxy, lacking the defined spiral structure of the Milky Way or Andromeda, and contains about 30 billion stars, along with one of the most active star-forming regions in the local group, the Tarantula Nebula, which we covered in the Star Clusters video, as the home of R136. New research published in 2025 revealed that the Large Magellanic Cloud is moving faster than previously thought and will collide with the Milky Way in about 2.4 billion years, earlier than the Andromeda collision, potentially triggering a burst of star formation and temporarily disrupting the outer structure of our galaxy. It is also the galaxy that gave us SN 1987A, the closest supernova observed in modern times. The Small Magellanic Cloud. The Small Magellanic Cloud is the second satellite galaxy of the Milky Way, sitting about 200,000 light-years away and also visible to the naked eye from the southern hemisphere as a fainter companion to its larger sibling. It contains roughly 3 billion stars and is also an irregular galaxy, though it shows traces of a disrupted barred spiral structure, suggesting it was once more organized before gravitational interactions with the Milky Way and Large Magellanic Cloud distorted it. A vast stream of gas called the Magellanic Stream connects both Magellanic Clouds to each other and to the Milky Way, stretching across 200 degrees of the southern sky, the gaseous residue of billions of years of gravitational interaction between the three galaxies. In 2025, new data confirmed that the Milky Way has been slowly stripping material from both clouds for billions of years, gradually consuming their outer layers while they spiral closer on their eventual collision course. The Sagittarius Dwarf Galaxy. The Sagittarius Dwarf Galaxy is a galaxy the Milky Way is actively eating right now. It sits only 70,000 light-years from Earth, well within the outer reaches of the Milky Way, and has been circling our galaxy for billions of years, each orbit bringing it closer and allowing the Milky Way's gravity to strip away more of its stars. It has now completed multiple orbits and is so disrupted that it no longer looks like a coherent galaxy. It has been stretched into a long stream of stars wrapping around the entire Milky Way in a giant arc called the Sagittarius Stream. Some of its stars have already been incorporated into the Milky Way's disk. Scientists estimate the Sagittarius Dwarf has lost about 20% of its mass to the Milky Way over the course of its orbital history. It is the clearest example in our cosmic neighborhood of how large galaxies grow, not just by forming new stars, but by consuming smaller neighbors whole. If you are finding this content interesting, the subscribe button is right there. Every week we cover one fascinating topic in space exactly like this one, and you clearly belong here. Now, back to the local group, IC10. IC10 is the only known starburst galaxy in the local group, a small irregular dwarf galaxy about 2.2 million light-years away that is forming new stars at an extraordinarily high rate relative to its tiny size. Starburst galaxies are typically found in the distant universe where gas was more abundant. Finding one this close and this small is genuinely unusual. Its core is packed with hundreds of young massive stars and dense stellar nurseries crammed into a region only a few hundred light-years across, making it one of the most star-dense environments in the local group. IC10 is also partially obscured by dust and gas lying in our own galaxy's plane, making it one of the more difficult local group members to study despite its relative proximity. It remains something of a mystery. Why a galaxy this small is forming stars this aggressively is not yet fully understood. NGC 6822, Barnard's Galaxy. NGC 6822 is an isolated irregular dwarf galaxy about 1.6 million light-years away, discovered by astronomer Edward Barnard in 1884. And one of the first galaxies beyond the Magellanic Clouds to be recognized as a separate stellar system. It sits in relative isolation, not closely associated with either the Milky Way or Andromeda subgroups, and contains about 10 billion stars, spread across a loosely organized, irregular structure. Despite being known for a century, it gained fresh scientific attention in 2024, when James Webb Space Telescope imaging revealed previously hidden details about its star-forming regions and stellar populations, showing multiple generations of stars with different chemical compositions that tell the story of how this small, isolated galaxy has evolved largely on its own, without the influence of a larger neighbor to disrupt it or reshape it. Leo 1. Leo 1 is one of the most distant confirmed satellite galaxies of the Milky Way, a dwarf spheroidal galaxy sitting about 820,000 light-years away, right at the edge of what the Milky Way can hold on to. It contains almost no gas or dust, which means it is no longer forming new stars, and its stellar population is relatively young compared to other dwarf spheroidals, suggesting it was forming stars actively until just a few billion years ago before something stripped it of its star-forming material. Leo 1's distance and velocity have made astronomers question for years years, whether it's truly bound to the Milky Way or just passing through, and its orbit remains one of the less well-constrained in the local group. In 2025, new Gaia satellite data provided the most precise measurement yet of its proper motion, confirming it is gravitationally bound to the Milky Way, but barely, sitting right at the boundary between satellite and escapee. The future of the local group. The local group is not a permanent structure. It exists now as a gravitationally bound collection of over 50 galaxies spanning 10 million light-years, but the forces shaping it are constantly at work. The Milky Way is consuming the Sagittarius dwarf. The large and small Magellanic Clouds are being slowly stripped of material and will eventually collide with the Milky Way. And in about 4.5 billion years, Andromeda and the Milky Way will merge into a single giant elliptical galaxy that will absorb most of the other local group members over time. Beyond the local group itself, the entire structure is being pulled toward the Virgo cluster and the vast gravitational attractor known as the Great Attractor, a concentration of mass so enormous it is drawing hundreds of thousands of galaxies, including our entire local group, in the same direction at millions of kilometers per hour. The local group is our cosmic neighborhood, but it is a neighborhood that will not exist forever, and the universe is already deciding what comes next.